Apple and Samsung have long been locked in a rivalry, with fans on both sides throwing accusations of copying. Apple enthusiasts claim Samsung borrows from their favorite brand, while Samsung fans retaliate with similar claims against Apple. The debate has been heated, often lacking substance, yet it remains a hallmark of the competition between these tech giants. But this time, the tide seems to be shifting, and Apple might be the one taking a page out of Samsung's book. Recent whispers from the tech world suggest that Apple is working on a new iPhone model inspired by Samsung's well-loved Fan Edition FE lineup. Tentatively named the iPhone 16e, this new device might be Apple's response to the success Samsung has enjoyed with its FE series. Samsung's FE strategy involves offering slightly pared-down versions of its premium devices, striking a balance between quality and affordability. Could Apple be trying to replicate this winning formula? The rumored iPhone 16e is said to target a more budget-conscious audience, much like Samsung's FE models. While it might lack some high-end features, Apple is reportedly planning to include the innovative Action button, a feature currently exclusive to its flagship devices. By doing so, the company could ensure customers feel they're getting value without compromising too much on the premium Apple experience. It's a strategy designed to attract those who want a taste of flagship features without paying top dollar, a concept Samsung has mastered over the years. Samsung's 50 lineup has become more than just a smartphone category. From the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition to the Galaxy Buds FE and Galaxy Tab S9 Fan Edition series, Samsung has created an ecosystem that blends affordability with premium appeal. There's even talk of a Galaxy Z Flip Fan Edition on the horizon, further cementing the FE as a cornerstone of Samsung's market strategy. Apple's potential move with the iPhone 16e suggests it's looking to tap into a similar segment, signaling a shift in how the company approaches its product lineup. Apple isn't entirely new to the idea of budget-friendly models. Its iPhone Southeast series has catered to cost-conscious buyers for years, but the Southeast has often felt like an afterthought in Apple's portfolio. The rumored iPhone 16e seems to represent a more deliberate effort to compete in a market segment where Samsung has excelled. It acknowledges a growing reality for both companies. The premium smartphone market is saturating, and the real growth lies in offering devices that combine practicality, affordability, and just the right touch of luxury. This new approach could redefine Apple's strategy. For years, the company has been synonymous with high-priced innovation, but as market dynamics evolve, even giants like Apple must adapt. Borrowing a strategy from Samsung might seem surprising, but it also shows that Apple is willing to learn from its competitors and stay relevant in an ever-changing landscape. So will Apple's iPhone 16e become a worthy rival to Samsung's Fan Edition series? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, though, the rivalry between these two tech behemoths is far from over. Whether it's about who copies whom or who perfects the formula first, Apple and Samsung continue to push each other and the industry forward. If you're excited about what's next in the Apple versus Samsung saga, or just love keeping up with the latest in tech, make sure to stick around. There's plenty more innovation and competition on the horizon. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
The smartphone industry is constantly evolving, with each new year bringing us flagship devices that push the boundaries of technology and design. In this video, we'll be taking a close look at the two biggest names in the smartphone world right now: Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both phones are powerhouses in their own right, but how do they stack up against each other? Let's dive into the battle of the bigs. Design and size. As expected, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't deviate much from its predecessor when it comes to design. The rectangular shape, soft corners, flat sides, and dynamic island pill-shaped cutout remain. This year, however, the screen has grown from 6.7 inches to a massive 6.9 inches, making it the largest display ever on an iPhone. Its bezels are even thinner, but the overall dimensions have changed slightly, measuring 163mm by 77.6mm. In comparison, the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly smaller at 162.3mm in height, but a bit wider at 79mm, making it easier to handle for users who love to use the S Pen for sketching or taking notes. Speaking of the S Pen, Samsung once again offers the stylus nestled into the bottom of the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's a feature that remains unique to Samsung in the flagship market, and one that many users either love or ignore completely. The precision of the S Pen, developed in partnership with Wacom, is something to be admired, making it a fantastic tool for creative tasks. Apple, on the other hand, introduces some new tricks with its buttons. The Action button, which debuted in the iPhone 15 Pro series, returns, offering customizable functions for launching apps or activating Siri shortcuts. But the real star of the show is the new Camera Control button. This physical key, equipped with a capacitive surface, allows users to control the camera with a swipe, much like a traditional camera shutter button, enhancing the photography experience. Both phones come in sleek color options. The iPhone 16 Pro Max offers titanium finishes in white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Meanwhile, Samsung gives users a broader selection with titanium violet, yellow, black, and gray, and 3 exclusive colors if you order directly from Samsung's website. Display differences. When it comes to display, both phones boast impressive technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 6.9-inch OLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and an always-on display that can drop its refresh rate to just 1 Hz, keeping your wallpaper or photos visible even when the phone is asleep. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra comes equipped with its signature AMOLED screen, also featuring a 120Hz refresh rate and an always-on display. However, Samsung has a slight edge here with its anti-reflective coating, which makes the screen much easier to see outdoors. In contrast, the iPhone struggles with reflections in bright sunlight despite its high brightness. Color accuracy is another area where the two phones differ slightly. The iPhone's display leans towards a yellowish hue, while the Galaxy has a bit of a teal tint. But with both phones offering blue light filters and adaptive color calibration, these differences are minimal in day-to-day use. One new feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop to an incredibly low 1 nit brightness level, making it easier on the eyes in dark environments. Samsung's display already hovers around this level, so both phones are excellent for nighttime use. Performance and software. Under the hood, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-gen 3nm process by TSMC. This cutting-edge chip brings significant improvements in performance and efficiency, particularly when it comes to handling heavy tasks like gaming and AI-driven processes. Apple has also focused on better heat dissipation, addressing the overheating issues that plagued the A17 Pro chip. The Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, specifically tuned for Samsung devices. While both chips are incredibly powerful, benchmarks show that Apple's A18 Pro takes the lead in CPU performance. However, in 3D graphics tests, the Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind, offering stellar gaming performance. Both Apple and Samsung are pushing into the realm of AI, with dedicated NPU cores to handle AI tasks. The iPhone 16 Pro Max comes with Apple Intelligence, which will roll out new features gradually, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra already boasts AI-powered features like live translation, generative image editing, and transcript summaries. As for software, the iPhone runs iOS, which has seen some welcome changes this year, bringing it closer to the flexibility of Android. You can now place app icons anywhere on the home screen and even customize their colors. But if customization is what you're after, Samsung's One UI still reigns supreme with features like split-screen multitasking, themes, and more. Samsung has also stepped up its software update game, promising 7 years of updates for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, compared to Apple's 5-year commitment for the iPhone. Camera capabilities. Apple has made some significant upgrades to the cameras on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, particularly the ultra-wide camera, which now features a 48-megapixel sensor. The main camera remains at 48 megapixel, and the 5x telephoto camera comes with a 12-megapixel sensor. A new lens coating helps reduce the lens flare issue that has been prevalent in recent iPhone models, especially during night shots. Samsung, as always, is pushing the envelope with its camera hardware. The Galaxy S24 Ultra boasts a hopping 200-megapixel main camera, alongside a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, a 10-megapixel 3x telephoto, and a 50-megapixel 5x zoom camera. While the megapixel count might seem impressive, the real magic happens in post-processing. Both phones have excellent cameras, but Samsung has a slight edge in zoom performance, while the iPhone tends to over-sharpen fine details like leaves or grass. In low-light conditions, both phones perform admirably, but the iPhone's new lens coating helps reduce the flare and artifacts that can appear in night photos. Samsung, on the other hand, continues to struggle slightly with oversaturated greens in its images, but this is only noticeable when directly comparing photos side by side. Battery and charging. When it comes to battery life, both phones pack a punch. The iPhone 16 Pro Max has a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra comes with a slightly larger 5,000 mAh battery. However, Samsung takes the lead in charging speeds, offering 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt. For wireless charging, Apple's MagSafe offers 25 watt, while Samsung's wireless charging maxes out at 15 watt. Conclusion. So, which phone is the better choice? It's a tough call. The iPhone 16 Pro Max impresses with its sleek design, powerful A18 Pro chip, and improved cameras, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra excels with its S Pen, higher megapixel count, and faster charging speeds. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference and whether you're more entrenched in Apple's ecosystem or Samsung's Android world. Either way, you're getting a top-tier smartphone that won't disappoint. What do you think about it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Until then, take care. Goodbye.